I remember when I just got married, we moved into the small apartment, basement in Brooklyn. And we had one space that was empty. Now, I'm the type of person that has to fill up every single space. Like, I can't just leave something open. So I tell my wife, we have to put something here. She said, just leave it alone. I said, no, we're going to have to put something here. Now, if you know my father-in-law, he has a furniture store in Long Island. It's called Italian Furniture Warehouse. And he sells furniture. And in his store, if you ever go into his warehouse, you see there's fish tanks all over the place. He loves fish. He takes care of them better than anything. If you go to his house, he has a basement with fish tanks all over, and he knows exactly how every fish, how much pH level it needs and the temperature. He takes care of them, and he just could just relax and enjoy just watching the fish. So when I got married, he used to always try to convince me, maybe I could, give you a fish tank. So I'd say, no, it's fine, I don't need it. And then I said, maybe it's not a bad idea. We don't have kids. No one's going to throw anything inside the fish tank. And we'll have a nice space over here. Why don't we just fill up the gap over here? Just put a fish tank. It'd be nice. So finally, I convinced my wife. I called my father-in-law. This is the day he was waiting for. He's like, of course, I'll be there. Literally, a few hours later, he knocks at my door. He came all the way from Long Island. He came to Brooklyn. He comes with a fish tank. And he shows me, I have a fish for you. I'm like, why'd you give me this fish? Am I going to get a nicer fish? He says, let's first start off with a simple fish. Let's see if you could handle this. I said, okay, no problem. Well, tell me the instructions. He's very passionate about it. It wasn't a 5-minute talk. It was an hour. He was telling me the pH level, and this is how it has to be over here, and the sunlight, and the this, and the fish, and the temperature to be salt water, and this is the amount of water it has to have. And I'm writing all the notes. I'm taking everything. I'm like nodding my head, yes, yes. And he's talking about, he repeated the same thing 5 times, like, yeah, I understand, I got it. And finally he says, okay, you understand? 100%, thank you very much. We shake hands, and I go to sleep for the night. The next day I wake up, and the fish are dead. And I called my father-in-law. I said, I don't know what happened. I did everything you told me. No, you didn't do it right. You messed up over here and over there, and I'm going to have to come back now. He came back the next day, and again he had to figure out the fish for me. And then I said, okay, I wrote everything again from scratch. Let's try to start all over again. He says, you understand? I said, 100% I understand. I go to sleep that night. The next day I wake up, and again, all the fish are dead. I had to say Kaddish. I had to get Trachakim, cover them up. They were floating upside down in the fish tank. I called my father-in-law. I'm like, I don't know what to tell you. But he says, again, the fish died. I said, yes. He had to come back for a third time. I said, if this happens one more time, I am never going to have fish again. And he comes back for a third time. And I have the fish tank over there ready for him. He again puts a new fish inside. He explains to me all the rules. He goes again I had to hear another hour lecture. And then finally, he says, okay, please make sure you follow the rules. I said, 100%, don't worry, I got it. I memorized it by it. I'm an expert by it by now. He leaves. I go to sleep. I wake up the next day. All of Sanherib went to sleep one night, and all of the soldiers were dead. I wake up, and all my fish are dead. For a third time, all my fish died. So at this point, I said, forget about it. I'm never having fish again. And I had a fish tank with no fish. So that was the end of it. I got a little, toy fish I put in there to make myself feel better. But that was the end of it. And I said to myself, 1 minute, I can't handle one fish. Hashem has billions upon billions upon billions of fish within the ocean. And He doesn't just have one fish tank. He has 5 fish tanks. He has the Pacific Ocean, and He has the Atlantic Ocean, and He has the Indian Ocean, He has all the oceans, and somehow people are throwing beer bottles into the ocean, and who knows what people are putting inside the ocean, and all the fish are swimming, and the perfect temperature, and everyone's okay, and someone's managing it all. Someone's running the show. And I said, wow, look at Niflot HaBareh, look how the wonders of Hashem. I can't handle one fish, and somehow all these fish are running on their own. No one's taking care of them. Clearly Hashem is taking care of them. And not only is He taking care of them, but He's taking care of us.